You're listening to your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, and we are getting real with Réal Andrews and Alex Urbina. We're excited today. We got a real amazing show. We got some great stuff. We're going to hear from the real heroes. It's their weigh-in. They finished their 24-day challenge. We got some amazing tools that are going to help you get ready for 2016, make it the best year ever. I'm Réal Andrews. I'm an actor, a father, a husband. I love to fish. I'm best known for the show General Hospital, where I played the bad cop, Taggart, but I was actually a good cop, but they call me a bad cop. I'm also very passionate about helping people achieve their goals through physical fitness, and I've teamed up with Alex. I'm kind of like the physical side, the passionate side, and together, Alex, tell us a little bit about what you bring to the team.
You know, I bring opening up new possibilities for you to reach your full potential, and my job is to challenge you, challenge your belief system, challenge your habits, your negative thoughts, and really to help you, get to the next level, whatever that level is for you.
Yeah, and we're kind of like, I'm kind of like the brawn and you're the brains, and together we kind of like, we motivate people, inspire, kind of, sort of. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, so listen, we're going to have some fun today, guys. We like to start it off with some positive stuff, some fun stuff, and we start out with some trendy stuff. I got my new crew in the house. I got Justin Powell, who's the new KHTS roving sports reporter. So let's just start right there. Justin, Hart and Saugus, varsity, last year, first time ever. What happened last week?
Well, the week before, Hart lost probably the two most exciting players in the Foothill League, which was Nick Moore, their junior quarterback.
Oh, here come the excuses, right?
It's
already.
excuses, right?
Boy.
And he's so dramatic about it, too.
Like, I was thinking something serious happened.
He's so dramatic.
Reporting facts, and I'm getting excuses.
Oh, my.
So dramatic about the excuses.
When you lose, well, obviously I'm going to talk about Nelson James, too, who went down with a thigh injury and was ineffective last week. But when you lose combined 1,000 yards of offense and I think combined over 10 touchdowns, it's pretty hard to come back.
I thought this was a team sport. What happened to the team?
Thigh injury. You know what I hear when I hear thigh injury? I'm thinking of bruise. He probably had a little bruise, right? Like an owie or something. No. Okay. Well, let's move on to what's bigger. What's happening right now? If you notice, I've got my colors on. Okay, because this week, tomorrow, the varsity, the freshmen, Valencia freshmen, are going for the first time since I believe 2001, 10-0. So it's a big game, and the varsity is going for a 7-peat this week at COC for the title, right? So there's some good stuff, right? Now, let's move over to our Miss Wendy Aguilar, Eye on Santa Clarita. What is going on out in the news area?
You know what? There's a lot of things going on today, and I mentioned it. Today is National Stress Awareness Day, and it's also Candy Day, my favorite, but not this time around because I'm eating better and I'm exercising. But let me tell you something. In the lunchroom, first there was a little yes, there was a little bowl of candy this Monday, and I thought, okay, somebody's bringing candy. I'm gonna walk away. Today, it's not a bowl anymore; it's a big bag, and he's shaking his head, saying yes because he saw that candy. And as you can see on the other side, it's right there.
Look, and he's walking in like he robbed something today. He's got
he's hiding it, carrying it, like I'm gonna take
all
this
this candy.
candy.
Huh?
That's because he lives on, a Top Ramen. When you're a starving student in college, you live off Top Ramen and Tapatio, right? Yeah, that's it. So anytime you can load up your pockets with candy, it's a good day.
It's a good day, yes. It's
That's
definitely
awesome.
A good day.
Well, let's move on to what's trending now. I know, Alex, you said you got a clip you want to play?
Yeah, you know what? The other day I was on YouTube and ran across a clip from Lady Gaga. Normally I wouldn't stop and watch a Lady Gaga clip, but the headline caught my attention, and it said something to the fact that Lady Gaga wakes up to a new level of consciousness. And so I clicked on it because that's, now you're speaking my language. And when I clicked on it, I actually heard a very wise and awakened Lady Gaga. And I want to share that clip with you.
Okay, let's hear it.
I have had to make decisions like, why are you unhappy? Why is it that you want to quit music a couple years ago? I was like, well, I really don't like selling these fragrances, perfumes. I don't like wasting my time spending days just shaking people's hands and smiling and taking selfies. It feels shallow to my existence. I have a lot more to offer than my image. I don't like being used to make people money. I feel sad when I'm overworked and that I've just become a money-making machine and that my passion and my creativity take a back seat. That makes me unhappy. So what did I do? I started to say, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I'm not taking that picture. I'm not going to that event. I'm not standing by that because that's not what I stand for. And slowly but surely, I remembered who I am. And then you go home and you look in the mirror and you're like, yes, I can go to bed with you every night. Because that person, I know that person. That person has integrity. That person has an opinion. That person doesn't say yes. That person doesn't get a text from somebody and say, oh my God, they wrote this and they sent this emoji. Should I write this back? What do you think? Is that okay to say? Are they going to like me if I say that? Should I say something different? This is the age that we live in. We're not actually communicating with each other. We are unconsciously communicating lies.
So what I love about that is it gives me hope that the Kardashians have a chance to wake up and really decide.
Oh, come on now.
No, they can decide to.
Not in our lifetime.
They can decide to live powerfully and to give up the drama and the ego and all that stuff and really live powerfully and decide. It's so refreshing to hear somebody for once stand up and get clarity about what, I'm way more than this. And there's something very powerful about my being and my existence, and I'm creative and I'm talented, and I don't know. It gave me goosebumps. It still gives me goosebumps when I hear that.
No, in all seriousness, so I can see that, right? Because we're talking Lady Gaga. I'm sitting there listening to this, and I'm like, wow, she's actually intelligent, because the Lady Gaga I know is like I've always I don't even watch her.
But it's not about it's the emotional intelligence. It's the spiritual awakening. It's her realizing, wait a minute, have I lost who I know myself to be? And maybe there's a question in there for her to say to herself, maybe I never knew who I was. And so then I became the puppet for the world. And I think there was some power in her realizing that, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do what's burning inside of me, and this creative part of me that wants to express itself without now having to go into an industry where I'm your puppet. And I think it's very empowering for her to be able to come to that conclusion and share it out loud. And I think she even decided, I don't know how long ago this was. I think it was within the last month or so. But I think she's on the verge of deciding she's going to retire or maybe make some changes.
Take back control of
Absolutely.
her life. Yeah. So I got my top 3 trending things that we're going to get through, have a little fun with. We're actually going to start with number 3, and we're going to end with number 1, because number 1 just is infuriating me. It made me crazy. But there's a hashtag number 1 that I have to say because I want to sleep in my bed tonight. Trending number 1, it's my 15-year anniversary. So that's big trending.
Congratulations.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's your wedding anniversary.
Yes, wedding anniversary, yeah. So... Yeah, so I'm very excited. I'm blessed.
I got my hats off to Michelle for putting up with you
for
for 15
me, right?
years.
Well, let me tell you, see, what's really cool is I'm actually doing mom-dad duty or whatever you eat because she's very busy, studying for this thing right now. And I got to tell you, man, really, I am blessed because I don't know how. I'm like, whoa.
Where did she get it from?
Yeah, right? Exactly. Okay, so number 1, or number 3, actually, there's a new thing. Twitter is now come out with a hearts thing, okay? So I don't know, I guess that's big. Now instead of getting that little star that you like something, you can give somebody a heart because they say the star's confusing and they want to keep it simple. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just thinking if I start sending Wendy too many hearts on my Twitter, that my wife may have a problem with that.
Yeah, you probably will be sleeping on the couch, so get used to that.
Like, why does she get all these hearts? Okay. Now, number 2, I didn't even know there was. Did you guys know that there's a gum wall in Seattle?
I saw it on the news last night. Yeah.
Yeah, and for the first time ever, it's going to get a scrub down. A scrub down. No, but listen to this. Do you know why they're scrubbing it down?
Why?
Because the gum is eating the rocks.
Oh, wow. Powerful gum.
So can you imagine what it does to your stomach?
That's what I'm thinking, right? That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
I'm nervous about all that gum that I swallowed when I was a kid.
Right?
Yes. I wonder what it's doing inside. Hopefully it's eating my fat. That would be wonderful, but I know that's not happening.
Maybe when you're yelling in class that your fat is burning, that's the gum in there eating.
I'm actually
probably what it
hoping
is.
that it made its exit, like it departed from you. Yeah.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia?
Bye.
I hope so.
Okay, last one, and then we're going to get into some serious training today because this just makes me crazy. Is there anybody here that, okay, I know I'm into health and a trainer, but I'm just getting real with you. I love my Spam.
You're into health, right?
Yeah, I love Spam.
We forget the Spam. We saw a picture of you at In-N-Out.
I saw
And we
that.
know it was your daughter's birthday.
I saw that.
But some of your students that you're training,
I thought to myself,
they
that
thought to themselves
That I was eating that
they were
bag.
like, no, they watched that picture and they went, okay, I get your daughter, but there's another bag over there. Whose bag is
That's
that?
what I was wondering.
It wasn't mine.
I know it's not, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
You got to be careful what you're posting on
I
there.
know. And I thought because there was a time once when we had our cars wrapped in Connecticut, and one day I got this really mad message from one of my clients because my wife was going through the drive-thru in the wrapped van, and I had to,
no.
I had to stop her.
So
Okay.
it's similar to that.
So let's just talk about this right here. Here's what's happening, okay? This is happening for real. After 78 years, this is a classic. They're changing the canned Spam to a snack pack. Are you serious right now?
Oh, wow.
And they even have like a salt-free one and 25% and a
They're
light one.
reinventing.
Are they adding crackers to it too?
Dude,
or
it's
what?
Spam, dude. If I want to eat Spam, I want it to be nasty and ugly and greasy with all kind of stuff, right? Am I wrong?
I've never had it, so I
Don't
Yeah,
lie.
that's
I
like
haven't.
That's like putting chicken and waffles
really
in a
haven't.
You've
vacuum
never had
seal.
Spam.
Of course I have. I grew up with Spam.
Right?
I'm just
But
saying.
you know it's not even cheap anymore. It's expensive now. Did you
Is
know
it
that?
because of
Now
Hawaii?
they're
Is it
doing all
Hawaii
this.
that they're doing?
I don't know. Anyways, okay. Well, okay, now it's time to get real for real. Listen, I'm excited, guys. Today we're talking about taking little bites. How do you eat an elephant is one of our quotes, and one bite at a time. And Alex, you've actually really, since we've been together, personally been living this. So I'm just going to throw it right to you and start right there.
Yeah, for the last maybe I haven't really been getting committed to my health for the last 30 years, but within the last 8 years, I've been making attempts, and that's why I call it attempts, because I haven't been committed to the level that I'm committed now. And I think looking back, it was because I was committing to the whole journey all at once. And I think that at some point, unconsciously, it was so overwhelming that I just sabotaged myself. But for some reason, getting recommitted with you as my partner, I've been really staying focused on one day at a time, and I'm really dialing in. Like when I say one day at a time, I'm like really one day at a time. It's 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, one workout at a time. And I think that has really got my focus on being here in the present moment. And I'm just working out with you now to the point that when you say, hey, you're going to come, this Saturday and join us. And what do? I look at you and say, what?
1 day at a time.
One workout at a
One
time.
workout at a
So
time.
it's kind of like I'm not making any commitments. I don't have a vision of where I want to be at. Today I'm committed to being healthy. That's it. Today. And so what's cool about that is today is the only day that keeps showing up. Mm-hmm. Now is the only moment that keeps showing up. So if I just practice staying in the current moment of now, being committed to being healthy, I don't have to worry about what if or someday, just right now. And so every morning I wake up with this renewed commitment that today I get to eat healthy, be healthy, make healthier choices, work out, so that everything about me is healthier.
Yeah, what I love about it, Alex, you've actually changed my mindset, because I was always, a big-time goal setter. Here's where we're going to be. Where do you want to be in 2 years? Where do you want to be in, 6 months? Where do you want to be a month? But that concept, because something you shared with me a while ago, I think we may have talked about this on the show, that the past is gone. Well, I think we'd all agree there's no
yes.
past, right? So there's really no future, because if we're here right now in the present, like you're talking about, right? If we take all of us and move us to tomorrow, where will we be? We'll be in the present. So that really makes sense to me now, and just along the lines of just showing up. It's something I've kind of done naturally, but I haven't intentionally voiced it now, because it's like, especially when I'm teaching classes, I got no choice. whether I'm tired or whatever, you know, I got to get up. I got to be there at 4:30. I got to walk in like everything's amazing and, you know, bring it for you guys, right? So something I've always done naturally, I call it dog paddling. Okay, just show up, dude. I don't. If I got to think about getting through the hour workout, or think about getting through the hour and then going and training Alex 2 hours later, it becomes too overwhelming. But if I just think about all I got to do is get my clothes on, get in my car, then drive down to the thing, open the door, and then things start to happen.
Yeah, and then also, you know, if you don't look at the whole day, let's say you have this jam-packed day, and you start off in the morning trying to absorb, how am I going to handle this whole day, all day long? If you just focus on, okay, what's in front of me now? This first meeting, I'm going to be 100% in this first meeting. And what happens is that meeting lights a fire inside of you to fuel you to get to the next meeting. And then that one renews some new excitement and new possibilities for you. Before you know it, if you let each new hour fuel you up to get to the next hour, before you realize it, it's 9 p.m. and you're sitting in front of your TV with your shoes off and you're starting to unwind. But a lot of us don't do that. What we do is oh my God, I have this at 7 o'clock. Oh my God, later on I got to do it. We're so busy trying to be in the future at some point that we're worried about something that hasn't even showed up yet. You might not even make it to your car to get to the next meeting. So why are you worried about something that hasn't even happened or might not even happen? For me now, as I'm getting older and more wiser, I think to myself, I'm going to stop worrying about stuff that I might not even get there. It's a waste of time. I want to be more efficient. If I'm going to worry about something, let's worry about it right here, right now, whatever's going on here. If something's happening I don't like, then let's worry about this. But I'm not going to worry about something that could happen. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, to me, doesn't exist anymore. Let's just be more in the moment. So practice being here now in this moment. Stop worrying about things that might never show up.
That's awesome. Well, listen, guys, this is usually where my hot smoking wife, if you're listening, honey, best wife ever, gives us the fitness tip of the week. She's busy, so I'm going to read it. Oh, man, I should have brought glasses. So here's what she said. She says, I love this week's topic because it really coincides with nutrition and what I call making that change from the inside out. A lot of times it takes peeling the layers of the onion away to get the breakthrough. I was recently talking with a very close friend of mine who was struggling with weight and a great deal for most of her life. I asked permission to speak freely to her and basically said to her, you go to the gym and are very active in your daily life, so it really boils down to what you are putting in your mouth. She agreed 100%. She then explained that she's not disciplined when it comes to food. As a matter of fact, she was quite the opposite. My next question was, what was the food like for you growing up? She explained to me that it was very militant in her house. You must eat 3 square meals a day at this time, in and day out. I replied, no wonder you have a discipline when it comes to food. And, you know, that's where that breakthrough is. We're going to talk more about that when we come back. You're listening to your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Don't forget to download your free AM 1220 KHTS app. This is Getting Real with Alex Urbina and Réal Andrews.